So the follow-up flow chart. Grant Cardone famously said the money is in the follow-up. The money's in the sale, right? But it's also in the follow-up. Do you even have a process for following up with your mortgage and life insurance customers? Yeah. The worst thing that you can possibly say, by the way, I'm just following up or I'm just checking in. Worst thing you could possibly say. You will lose deals for that. So let's go through some tips and I'll explain the follow-up flow chart. Okay? So the follow-up flow chart. Customer doesn't buy. Yeah? They don't buy on the day for whatever reason or another. Sad face. Yeah? They don't buy. What do you do next? Do you follow up the same day, the day after? How many times do you follow up over the next week? What do you say when you follow up? You definitely don't say I'm just following up or just checking in, right? Never say that. I go through a full script in the community on how to actually follow what you say. But a couple of little tips. So this is Monday that they don't buy. If they don't buy and they say, I'll ring you back or I'll come back to you when I've had a read over the stuff, you turn that back on them and you say to them, right, well, I'm rushed off my feet at the moment. So what I need to do is I need to book in a time when I can call you back and we can discuss it once you've read through it. So you book the time for the follow-up. And that is no longer than 2 days away. Because the longer you leave it, the less likely it is they're going to buy. If you ring them on that particular day that you said you're going to ring them and they don't answer, you text them. Same day. You ring them on that time they don't answer, you text them. Yeah, teach what to text as well. Then next day. Then 2 days later. After that, if they still haven't replied, 1 week later. Because what you don't want to do is come across too desperate and ring them every single day. But you need a process. If they still haven't, you do it 1 month later. And I teach a technique on what to say and how you do this. And a quick little tip is if your follow-ups, if your texts or emails are really long, they will overlook that. They need to be short and snappy and to the point. Yeah? I've sent follow-up emails, by the way, in text messages saying, hi John, we had a call at 6 o'clock and I couldn't get you. Where do we go from here? What would you like to do now? When it's that short and snappy, it sparks a reaction. And that's all you want. You want them to react. You want them to come back to you so you can have a conversation. And sell them the life insurance. Finalize the mortgage. Do the remortgage. Do the whatever. Yeah. But that's a little bit of a flow chart of how you can follow up like a professional.